What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, basketball analysis. Gordon Hayward, I'm a Celtics fan. Gordon Hayward signed a 4-year, $128 million deal with the Boston Celtics. I thought he should have stayed in Utah, even though it's going to be hard to beat the Warriors. And then you got the Rockets, you got the Thunder, you have all them teams. But the Celtics, we was able to sign one of the biggest free agents, probably the biggest free agent this year. And the crazy part about it is he's going to go to the East, and he's only team he got to really beat is the Cavaliers, because every other team got worse. He probably got to beat the Raptors. He probably got to beat the Wizards, because they probably going to stay pat too, because Sacramento can't offer. I mean, Otto Porter never signed the sheet. He got offered the sheet, but he never signed it. So you only got to go against the Wizards, the Raptors, and the Cavs. If you can beat two of those teams, you go into the Eastern Conference Final, because the Cavaliers got to face the other team. So with that being said, we going to have a good roster. Brad Stevenson going to have to change his playbook. The reason why I say that is because Gordon Hayward, he can run the pick and roll. He can handle the ball. He's a great passer. He can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid-range. He can cut to the basket. He can dunk. He can finish. He can shoot free throws. So signing Gordon Hayward changes their whole way they play, because they can play different. They can play big. They can play lanky. They can play him on the ball, off the ball. Isaiah Thomas don't have to carry the load all the time. He doesn't have to have the ball the whole game. He doesn't have to take over the fourth quarter, because he still has Horford and he still has Gordon Hayward. And like I said, Gordon Hayward can handle the ball in the fourth quarter situations, and Isaiah Thomas can play off the ball. Or even if Isaiah Thomas has a mismatch and he's terrible defensively, they can put Marcus Smart in, they can put Terry Rozier in, or even just play Avery Bradley and then run the offense through Gordon Hayward, even though Isaiah Thomas showed that he can do it this whole season. But sometimes you rather have a good matchup on both sides of the floor, and Gordon Hayward allows them to get another decision-maker, playmaker, and scorer on the ball and off the ball. So they're going to run some new plays. They're going to try out some different things, because he's a better shooter than Jay Crowder, and he's just an overall better player than Jay Crowder. Another thing, we have a lot of players, Jay Crowder, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they all play the same position. I know some of them going to play small ball forward, but at the same time, we have a lot of players that play the same position, and we got a lot of draft picks in the future. So we're going to either have to start offloading some of these assets, or we're going to have to find some way to give all these people playing time, because they're going to be unhappy. We got to find out what our next step. We landed the biggest free agent of this offseason, because he's young, and now we got to find out how to build this roster, because next year, you know, you're going to have to play Jaylen Brown, you're going to have to play Jason Tatum, you're going to have to play Jay Crowder, because he's on a cheap deal. He's going to want his money. Isaiah Thomas, this is his last year. After this season, Isaiah Thomas become a free agent, which means you're going to have to pay him, because he was putting up almost 30 a game. He's going to want a bigger contract. So now we got to find out what we're going to do with the roster. Now we have to find out who we going to pay, how we want to build the team, how the team going to play. That's the factor. I'm trying to be open-minded, because I'm a Celtics fan too. We can't pay all these players. We can't keep all these players, and we got so many goddamn draft picks. We can't draft that many players, because they're not gonna get playing time. They're not gonna be able to develop, because they're not playing. And then if they do pan out, we're gonna have to pay them. Plus, we just pay Al Horford $100 million. We just pay Gordon Hayward $100 million, and we gotta pay Isaiah Thomas and want to keep him next year. Then you still gotta pay Jaylen Brown. You still gotta pay Jason Tatum, and you might have to get rid of Jay Crowder. And then you still got all the draft picks coming in. So after we signed our free agent that we wanted, and we get to see how good we are next year with this roster, unless they make another move, which they need to, we got to see what's going to happen. Because I don't think Al Horford, Gordon Hayward, Isaiah Thomas team is going to win you a championship. Honestly, and I'm a Celtics fan. I'm being unbiased and realistic. I don't think this team is going to be good enough to win the East. I don't think this team is a championship contender, even with Gordon Hayward. But we will have to see. I might be wrong, but I'm just being real with you and being unbiased and objective. I like the roster. I like what they can do, but we're going to be in a situation where we're going to have too much talent. We're going to be in a situation where we're going to have too much of a payroll to play all these players. So we're going to have to get some trades going. And I would like that we would have got Dwight Howard, because he can protect the rim and he's a finisher. Because Al Horford, he's not a rim protector. He's not a great defender. and he's not a shot blocker at the rim. He's a better offensive and more versatile player than Dwight Howard, but we got to find a way to get a rim protector to slow down Kyrie getting to the paint, to slow down LeBron James getting to the paint and contest their shots in the paint, because Kelly Olynyk, he's not that guy. Al Horford, he's not that guy, and we're going to still have to pay Kelly Olynyk or let him go. So we're in a sticky situation where we can be stuck with this roster and we can't improve that much. Luckily, we do have assets and trade and good young players that we can make moves and we can package stuff together to make a move and get a great player in return, or make a move and get some role players that we actually need, because the roster is basically filled with good role players. I just don't believe a team with Isaiah Thomas, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford can win you a championship. Al Horford, not a superstar. I'm not the biggest fan of Isaiah Thomas. And Gordon Hayward, he's just an all-star. He didn't even make the All-NBA team. He will be an all-star and an All-NBA player. I mean, an all-star and an NBA great player because he's in the East. Because remember, Jimmy Butler, small forward, gone. Paul George gone. Paul Millsap gone. So that opens up opportunities for Gordon Hayward to be guaranteed an all-star spot. Something he might not have got going back to the West, but it's something that's pretty much guaranteed when he goes to the East. He's going to get his all-star bid, and he might have an all-NBA season because he had a great season with Utah. And now you have a situation where he got a coach that knows how he play and knows how to work with the best of his team to make them play with their strengths and weaknesses. Because Brad Stevens is an excellent coach. He's a championship coach. He just don't have a championship roster. He can basically make any player look good. Marcus Smart is terrible, but he puts them in position to succeed, whether it's offensively or defensively. Even though Marcus Smart still ain't a good field goal shooter and three-point shooter, he's still putting them and giving them opportunities to have good shots at the basket and in open shots. He just has to knock them down. So now all I got to say to the Celtics fan, we got the piece that we need. We got a great player. We was able to sign Horford and Gordon Hayward back-to-back years. Now we got to find a way how we going to build this roster, how we going to mold it, who we going to keep, who we going to pay, who we going to let go, and who we going to trade. And if we going to keep all these draft picks that we might not even need because they're not going to get no playing time because the starting lineup is basically solidified. And remember, we did pay Avery Bradley too his money. So after we pay Isaiah Thomas, we're going to be stuck with this nucleus and stuck with this roster. So we got to figure out what we're going to do and who we're going to let go. So let me know what you guys think. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the description and in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the description and comment section below. All you got to do is click the link and it sends you to my Facebook page and my website. Please like on Facebook to show support, and also check out the website.